Hi, Ophiuchus moons. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and truly blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Ophiuchus. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck. I'm going to go ahead and begin shuffling my cards. And as you can see here, we have the constellation, your constellation here pictured, which I think is really cool. I do have my Neptune in Ophiuchus. So I'm very happy and proud to say that I have some Ophiuchus love going on in my chart. Whoop, whoop. The background that I'm using, you may be having some dealings with a connection having to deal with an Aquarius, or you may have strong Aquarius in your chart. Just wanted to mention that as well. And then I do feel that your overall vibe, you're just feeling really good and very balanced within yourself, to where you're coming into a very golden and abundant energy where you're receiving the fruits of your labor. Thank you, Spirit. We'll do a couple more here and then split the deck. All right, so get that all there. We'll move this here. And I'll be doing 3 across the top and 3 across the bottom. Now, before I begin too, I do want to say that with the Ophiuchus energy, I do feel that the connection between both Scorpio and Sagittarius means a lot for you. So if you haven't, I would highly recommend checking out the Scorpio moon reading that I just did. It was really impactful, very short and sweet and to the point, but made a very, very huge statement that had a lot to do with overcoming and coming into a rebirth and actually receiving the fruits of one's labor. So we'll begin with the first card here. We have the Knight of Wands, and I'm seeing this as almost like a ninja type energy here. Wands energy. I feel this is just what I was speaking on, being in between Scorpio and Sagittarius, that this is your energy, that Wands energy, Sagittarian energy that is coming through within you. This speaking to the fire within you and the passion that you have, I would say, about a new beginning, as I'm pointing to the Ace of Wands here. And with that fruits of labor that I was just speaking on, with this ship here, I'm seeing ships coming in. So taking this wand, I feel like this wand has been utilized in a 3 of Wands type energy, but in a mega magnificent way, where I do feel that you incorporating Scorpio energy, your actual energy, which is all about serpent energy, and then coming into that fiery energy of Sagittarius, is overall what this is coming down to, where we have a 2 sun energy. There were 2 sun energies that first came out in the Scorpio moon reading as well. And so I do feel that this is very much tied into that and speaking to the balance that is within you, so that you are able to really manifest what it is and move towards, in a very quick and fiery way, towards what you are wanting to see take place in your life. Seeing your wishes come true and what it is that you desire coming into fruition. You're very passionate about this. You're very serious about it. You're not taking anything from anyone. You got your armor on. I do feel this is the protection of God. And then with the third eye energy, I feel like this is one of your superpowers as well, being able to utilize, after doing the work, the inner work, the self-work, the self-love. I would say also to breaking through old traditions and cultural beliefs coming into your own understanding of what it means to truly be who you are and not what everyone else wants you to be. And having this complete stance overall about this, and this being that Knight of Wands energy, that go, go, go energy, that fiery ass energy, where these two suns are emblazoned, speaking to your balance, and then just automatically becoming a catalyst. And we can even say that this eye, the third eye here, is the third sun, because there were quite a few suns that came out in that Scorpio moon energy, where it was like bing, bang, boom. There were two suns with the Hangman, with the Empress, and then with the Death card, which is the card of Scorpio, where the sun energy was present. So I do feel that this is kind of speaking to that energy there with this Knight of Wands. But definitely all about forward movement and super fiery action is what I'm feeling here. Being protected and safe. And receiving a lot of help from the ancestors at this point in time. And this is a timeless reading, so just take it as it resonates. But today is the day of the full moon. That will be in between Sagittarius and Capricorn, where it's emphasizing the balance, having the balance between the adventurous side, the expansive side of you with that Sagittarius energy, and then also having the balance with that coming into Capricorn, where there is action on discipline, also being disciplined. So not really going overboard. And I think that's speaking to the Knight of Wands rather than the King of Wands energy, that overall balance that is present there within you, which is awesome. So let's see what the second card is. Yes, we have the Emperor here. And so I am feeling that this is you reflecting upon the energy that you have within yourself. And I would say with this full moon energy and taking the time to go within oneself, I do feel that this Emperor energy, as you are coming into your own and totally bossing it, this is more fire energy with the card of Aries. So Aries may be significant in your chart. I do feel that this Emperor energy, I'm seeing that sun, like the sun rays coming from that Death card. It's reminding me of the Death card where the sun is rising. And so I do feel this is all about your rebirth and who you have truly come into, which is this Emperor here, and reflecting on what it is that you really have had to do and the energy that you have had to be in, to have to come into in order to make change, definite change in your life. And really seeing who you are, seeing who you truly are as this fiery energy that I do believe that I don't think you really knew that you had this within you, but doing the spiritual work, you begin to uncover and you begin to get stronger, where it's like there's like an emblazonment. And this is, feeding into that Emperor energy, where you're now able to be in this position, sitting at that throne, looking back and reflecting, but being confident and knowing who you are. Almost like I feel like as you're moving forward in a situation, it's almost like you have to, it's like going back, like back to the future type energy, where you are coming upon a situation, or you may be connecting with someone in particular, or a few people, or having a situation where you are having to go back within yourself to actually see who it is that you are. Kind of like just having like a good amount of books on a bookshelf, where you're coming back to a source, going within to this Knight of Wands energy, bringing that power out within you. I feel that this wand here has everything to do with that, and the cross there with the armor of God, and then the cross there with the star here. I do feel this has to do with your constellation. And then we have the energy of 4. So that situation that I was talking about, and with the Wands energy, with the fire energy overall that we have here, may have everything to do with your stability, with matters of the home, matters of the community, also with your career and how one is being seen, how you are handling situations. And I just feel overall that this fire energy, you're pretty much, you're the sunlight. You are the suns that are coming through and shining bright and being representative amongst your peers, amongst society, anywhere that you go and anyone that you come across. This eagle energy speaks to that Sagittarius energy that I was definitely feeling with that Knight of Wands. And this, I feel like, just kind of being your symbol of this overall taking flight energy, being able to expand, being able to be free and be that free spirit, but also having strong power in flight as well, where you're effective, not just for yourself, but for others. Also, too, with the Emperor card, like the Emperor card overall, that energy is more of a stoic type energy, where there's not a whole lot of expression. I feel that the energy that comes through you and just kind of is like your aura, like these sun rays here. Like the aura is super, super strong, and so very little needs to be said. I feel that the actions that you do take are very precise and meticulous. This ninja type energy that I'm getting connected to this. And so you're able, because of that, you're able to sit very confident and very comfortable as well. And so that's what I'm getting there from the Emperor card, which I feel also too kind of speaks to, with this being the middle card, a very strong statement about your inner core and how this reflects on the actions that you are taking, where they're balanced. They're fiery, but they're balanced. And that, going back to that full moon energy that we are coming into, where the full moon is going to be in between Sagittarius and Capricorn, having that fiery energy, but also that strong discipline as well, to be able to have a very impactful, effective movement and action. Let's see what the third card is. And all I'm doing is I'm simply smiling at this. I think this is wonderful that this is the third card. With that 3 energy, that again brings me back to that connection with the divine, where they're speaking to the 2 suns and the overall balance between masculine and feminine energy, that Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. This energy that is resonating from you, this sunlight energy that you are beaming out, is moving this wheel and turning things in your favor, where there's not as much effort, because the power within you is so strong that that fiery energy, that balance that you have, is the key, I feel, to the way that you are manifesting and moving things and situations in your life. And so this, I feel, is also speaking to the great reward, the fruits of your labor, that is actually speaking and letting you know that this is coming in. Seeing the serpent here, I feel like with this being at the base, this again speaks to the stability, that 4 energy there. Also with 4th house energy, which is also, I would say, you know, definitely dealing with structure. But the serpent energy, I do feel, is speaking to the base and connected to that fourth house energy, the energy overall of, how do I want to say it? Like the loving and nurturing energy as well. And I feel that that energy, you know, could be coming from the water energy of Scorpio, where there's a utilization of both Scorpio and Sagittarius energy here, where it comes together to make who you are, where you're incorporating overall this possibility of being able to be venomous, but to take that venom and to also turn it into pleasure, and moving this, using that energy and turning this wheel and making things happen in your life. We have a 10, which is the house of Capricorn. And so that brings us back to that Capricorn energy that we're feeling as we are going through this full moon as well. 10's also speaking to endings. With this being a major arcana, I feel this is a very strong statement about what is due to come to you in your life and in this lifetime. It's like you're about due, and you have absolutely done the work. And again, this is the reward that I'm feeling here. Because we could say, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, we could say it's luck, but I do feel that this is very fated and destined for you. And then with the 10 breaking down to a 1, again, that ties back in with the fate and destiny of new beginnings that are highly abundant, with that gold abundant energy that I was speaking on before shuffling and dealing the cards here. But that fire energy, I feel like being right underneath the handle to turn this wheel. It's almost like magic, like the energy itself is turning. It's got its hands all over this and just slowly turning it. And it may have been a very long process for you too, coming into this energy here where you've had to really truly go back and reflect on who it is that you are, going in deeply within yourself and bringing that energy back up. Like I was trying to explain about having the bookshelf and the books on the shelf, going back to your resources and pulling out one of those special books of yours that you have gained over time and utilizing that energy in order to bring about what is meant for you. And I take that as confirmation. But definitely seeing things working in your favor because of all of the awesome ass work that you have done for yourself, and not just for yourself, but for others as well. Let me make sure we have room for the cards that are going to be falling underneath here. And then with this also being the third card, I would say that magic that I was speaking of can also be that Gemini energy, the magician energy, that can, you know, that's assisting with this turning of the wheel, kind of like defining the overall energy of the movement of this wheel with your fiery energy. Because the hands are very important here. They're both holding these wands, and in the same hands that I'm noticing here. And then on the one end, we have this tattoo here, speaking of the ships that are coming in. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune on the other end of this Emperor here. All right, so let's see what the fourth card is. Right, and I just I bumped my camera at the same time that this turned over. So this tower is definitely going to be felt, I feel, with the change that you bring about. And I feel that this isn't necessarily, I feel like this is going to be significant change, but a positive change for you. And I feel that there may be, like I was mentioning earlier, there may be situations or people in your life that are seeing you for who you truly are, while you're seeing this for yourself. But also, as you're bringing about this change, it's almost like you're bringing about an awakening with the power, that serpent energy that you hold. And also too, I'm noticing too that this looks like the infinity symbol from the magician and that Gemini energy that I was getting. So I feel like with what you're doing here and making things happen for yourself in a positive way, where some may not have been of a higher nature, I feel like this is bringing about an awakening for those who have underestimated you, who have taken you for granted, who have tried to possibly deceive you, get over, or thinking, you know, just in general with their actions and behavior that may not have been of a positive nature, that they could get away with something. And I feel that that 3 energy, that third house energy, that Gemini energy overall, with the possible 3 suns there, that energy, that collaboration and working with the divine energy is this lightning bolt here, being assisted by the divine, where something that was built on unstable foundation is being brought down to the ground. And this may have to do with someone of a higher stature. But seeing here too, the fire is coming from the bottom of this tower. So I feel like this is the energy that you are utilizing, where you're setting fire to this base, that serpent energy there. The serpent energy is making this wheel turn. Things are turning in your favor, and as they're doing that, this tower is, the fire within you is also speaking to the base of this tower here that's beginning to burn things down, and then also being assisted from the top by the divine, making sure that this tower is no longer attempting to be lived in, resided in, whatever, you know, the energy that is present is no longer able to function or to be in this specific tower because of the way that it was built. So it needs to be torn down, and it is being torn down, and definitely with the energy that you are utilizing, this fiery energy here, and then bringing about this ending, not just for yourself, but for others. I feel also too that with the wands energy and the fire energy, like you are pretty much over having to deal with anyone else's burdens, and making things happen for yourself, so that you're no longer holding on to any other burdens that don't belong to you. And so we have this card that, I'll just say it breaks down to a 7. And that also speaks to the divine and just being on the right path. Being on the right path with taking good care of yourself, going within and doing the work, having strong balance, building up that power and that strength within yourself, being seen as such, and taking care of your business, being able to sit and be comfortable while utilizing your energy in the most magnificent way. I can't say that enough, but the very strong magician energy here, that serpent energy coming from you, that fiery serpent energy coming from you, that is, again, turning things in your favor. And because of that, the tower is here. There's a break in the sky. And I do feel that there are angels that are surrounding this. And so whoever is in this tower and coming out of this tower is going to be protected. It's always for their greatest good. I am feeling that this may be 2 people that are specifically having some kind of, or did have some kind of impact in your life, where those situations are finally being put to rest, where they're kind of being knocked off their rocker. Ego death, I'm also hearing, so that they can become aware, awaken, and be, I wouldn't say a little bit, but just be humble about what they've been given and what they've been blessed with, and not take that for granted. I believe I did mention that in the beginning here, where there may be people or situations that have just taken you for granted. And divine is saying no more of that, because you are truly valuable. You are worthy. Everyone is valuable and worthy. And this situation is also, I feel, helping these individuals here in this tower card to come into that as well, if they so choose to. That's totally their choice. So let's see what the... Oh, and then also too, before I move on, this is the 4th card, which is falling under, I'm just now getting this, with this being the 1st card and the 4th card, that adding up to a 5, speaking to the overall change that is being brought about. But with this being the 4th card, that's another 4 energy here, where I feel that's tying into the Emperor energy, but also speaking to the 4th house energy of Cancer, where there's that self-love and nurturing not just for yourself, but caring about the other people too, who are not of greater nature and affecting more lives than they probably should. And this all coming to an end, to be able to build on stable foundation in the way that you wish to see it, now that you have enlightened yourself and gained your spiritual power and strength to begin anew with those aces, that ace energy with the 10 breaking down to the 1. The 5th card. Exactly. Well, thank you, Spirit. So this is the Ace of Cups, and this was exactly what I was getting with the ace energy. And speaking on the Cancerian energy, Cups energy is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And so with this following that tower, I do feel this has everything to do with the self-love that you have given yourself. And we'll just put that there. I'm going to scoot this up a little bit more so we can see. And I'm just going to say, like, the mirroring, there's some mirroring here. I don't know if you notice it right away. I'll just give you a second here. But I see 1, 2, 3 suns. This huge cup of love that you're giving to yourself. You have filled up your own cup. You have filled up your own cup. So I feel like the evidence, this is like I want to say, because this is in the middle, it's like, again, the center core of who you are. And so I feel like this is actually who you are being seen, like how you are being seen. I feel like this is more of the spiritual energy that is taking place. But with that 3 sun energy there that I was getting, this is what is actually being seen on the outer. So this is more of the inner energy, and this is more of the outer energy, where you are giving yourself that love, and you are giving yourself so much of that love that you're able to share it. As we can see the water coming and overflowing from this cup and going down amongst these 2 doves here. And so also with that being said, we have the 2 energies here and then the 2 energies here, where I was just speaking on an awakening for these individuals here, depending on their choice. But I feel like this is kind of speaking to their natural innate energy and who they are as natural beings coming into this earth. And just being humbled from the situations that they have made choices about putting themselves in certain situations, doing certain things that are no longer going to resonate as far as you are concerned. But because you have so much love, this love continues to overflow and fall down. I feel like the grace is here, speaking to that love that is coming down on them. Almost like these could be like this is the tower coming down. This is the tower that's been built by you. And the amount of love that you still have for individuals who may not have done necessarily right by you. And this could also be speaking to, I would say, a connection that you may be experiencing because you have given yourself this large amount of love within yourself. And because you've done that and have had that balance with the masculine and feminine energy, you're beginning to see on the outside love coming back in return unto you as well. And so this could be also to that choice, speaking to the choices that were made from this tower energy, where instead of taking the actions of going, in a more negative route, that these individuals are moving more towards a positive route, where they are appreciative of you and seeing what it is that you've actually been doing and why you do the things that you do in order to make change and to see your destiny come true. So really, truly being seen for who you are. And I would say too, this isn't just Cancerian energy following the tower with that 4th house energy there. I would say this is actually speaking to the overall balance of you and who you are, incorporating that Scorpio energy and that fire energy of Sagittarius. Even though this is an Aries card, this is a fire energy here. And we do have a lot of fire here with that Knight of Wands. And as I was saying with the serpent energy, you know, being able to be venomous and to bring in that tower, but to also, you know, give that love back. To be able to still love and have unconditional love for others who may not have done right by you, or situations that may have not been of an integral nature. But you have brought that into balance for yourself. You have brought about change and made sure that your life and what it is that you are here to see as far as your destiny is on the up and up, and you're making sure of that. But that's interesting that we have that Ace of Cups when I was just speaking to that Ace energy that we were getting from the breakdown of the 10 here. And then with that water energy from the 4th house energy of Cancer. And then we have the stability speaking to that 4 as well. So overall balance and stability. Fire and water. Fire and water. 3 suns. 3 suns. So that's pretty cool. And then with this falling underneath the Emperor, I just feel again that it's speaking to the spirituality within you and you reflecting on this, bringing about change, this bringing in the Tower. And I feel almost too with this Tower coming in, like this is almost like filled up your cup even more. Like the more that things may happen, I feel like the amount of love for yourself and the amount of fire within yourself just gets stronger instead of depleting. I'm going to move this over so we can make room for the last card. So let's see what the 6th card is. And 6s for me are having everything to do with unconditional love. So I think that's going to be a great following, whatever this card may be, coming from the Ace of Cups, which is also going to be underneath the Wheel of Fortune. Well, well, well. I think this is a very nice card. Automatically, I'm hearing contract. And that tying in with your destiny and what is fated for you. Let me hold this up again. Contract and what is fated for you in this lifetime. Now with that Ace of Cups, we have 2 and 2 and 2. So it's possible that the change that you brought within yourself, if you remember me saying you may be connected to someone in particular, this may be that energy there where grace is being brought upon these two, and then the connection overall. I feel like this is speaking to that contract between you and another person. Either that, or what else I'm getting as well is just the overall Emperor energy that you utilize and that you have within yourself. Speaking to this Hierophant energy that you do hold, where you are showing grace to the 2 individuals that I was feeling coming from this Tower card, and the love coming down gracefully upon these 2 birds here. We have another 2 here. And then we have another 5. Another 5 energy, where from this being the first card and that being the 4th card, that 5 together, 2 5s coming to that 10, speaking to the wheel turning in your favor. I'm going to move this over so that doesn't shadow the Hierophant. But this is a very spiritual card, speaking to the spirituality that I was getting from that strength overall from this Knight of Wands, and having that balance and the amount of strength being shown here. So I do feel that not only are you being seen as an emperor, but you're also being seen for the spirituality that is within you. And I feel like you're destined to come into this because it's falling underneath the wheel of fortune. But this is innately who you are, and who you came here to be is to be that unconditional love, regardless of the wrong that is done towards you. It's almost like you are one who delivers what may seem like pain, but it's actually for the benefit of others. And so I feel as that transformation or this awakening, you know, for whoever you were interacting with or dealing with, are asking for your forgiveness. Possibly someone or people coming in with an apology as well. And you're showing them grace. And this is not only for their benefit, but definitely for your benefit, as you are showing the amount of power and the amount of strength that you have within yourself, because not everybody is blessed with this type of energy, and being able to be in this position where they've been hurt, where they've been, you know, and like I said before, it may have been a long time that you've had to experience this, but you are still maintaining balance. 3 suns with that fire energy, that powerful fiery energy. And I do feel that it's speaking to all facets of the fire energy, all these zodiacs that have to do with that fire energy. And I feel like that is why that Wands energy is present as well, to speak to the Aries, to speak to the Sagittarius within you, to speak to that Leo energy as well, with the 5th house energy, the 5 energy that I was getting as well. That's also Leo energy. So I feel this has everything to do with fire power and how you are utilizing that fire energy along with the water energy. Is fire and water. And I feel that may be the title for this. But that is definitely speaking to the giant that you are. It's like you're the fire and water giant, full of unconditional love, where you may be seen and misunderstood as one who could be ruthless. But in the end, when things are all said and done and the wheel begins to turn, changes begin to take place. People go through awakenings and transformations, begin to see, as you continue to give this unconditional love, that they're actually indebted to you for the love that you continue. And not even, I wouldn't even say indebted to you. What is the word I want to say? Just that it's all about the balance and the even exchange. So we could say indebted, because there's been, you know, less love given. There's been a lot of misunderstanding on, you know, one end, where balance, you've been balanced the entire time, maintained your balance and kept that, and don't wish to have that imbalance. And so anything that has tried to bring you imbalance, I feel as they're coming into balance, are seeing you for who you are and coming in with apologies and recognition and appreciation. And I almost want to, you know, say too, just noticing the energy of the right hand and what is being held in each impactful statement of who it is that you are. That right hand is very significant. Very, very significant. And so too, I would say this also speaks to the feminine energy that also is being utilized within yourself, having to deal with that unconditional love, and coming into balance with both the feminine energy and the masculine energy, where that amount of exudant, fiery energy balanced in with the water energy. Not to be cliche, but it's totally magnificent. So I would definitely say overall, this is just speaking to the beautiful energy that you have come into, that you continue to grow into, because I feel like it's just going to magnify and increase as time goes on. And you're truly being seen for who you are. You're being respected, adored, but you're also able to give that love and that compassion and that grace And that's the 5, that's the change that we need in this world. So, Ophiuchus Moons, this was your wonderful reading. This brought me a lot of joy. And I just want to thank you for the changes that you are making, not only within yourself, but for the entire world. Because energy is everything. And your energy is very strong. It's very impactful. The cards have definitely made a statement here as well. And I hope that these messages were helpful for you and provided some enlightenment and confirmation for you to know that all is well. You have done a wonderful, wonderful job. Continue to do what you are doing, because what you are doing is making things happen in the most positive way. Not just for yourself, but for everyone. But most importantly, for yourself. I feel this is very well deserved. Very well deserved. So do enjoy that as well. I thank you so much for allowing me into your space. I wish you all the best, and I send you all my love. Do take great care. Peace.